One. That got everywhere.
And you opened it on the backside of the microphone, so no one probably heard it.
Right in the face.
All right, guys, welcome back to Team Packet Choose the Pad. This is Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Chase.
This is Dooley.
All right, so we have upgraded a little bit. We're doing a video podcast for the first time today. We don't know how this is going to turn out. It's kind of like the very first podcast that Dooley and I did on lavalier microphones. We had no clue what that was going to be, and when we just bullshitted for a couple hours or 45 minutes to be exact. We have upgraded some things. Alex doesn't know. I didn't tell him anything. I like things to be
something you don't know.
Right?
You just got here before me today. That's the only reason. Don't play.
He was still late.
Yeah, it was a little strange seeing you not here.
Trust me, I was not happy about it.
Okay, so we upgraded to broadcasters, so now we can do a 3-hour podcast. Like, hold on to your hats, boys and girls. We got 3 hours. No,
shit.
Yeah, we're not doing 3 hours. Chase, calm down. All right. we don't have to worry about the count anymore. We just end the podcast when we're done.
Right.
All right. So that happened, and then we've sent the RSS feed, which people in the non-podcast world doesn't know, but so Google approved it, so we should be streaming there soon with Google, so you guys can listen to the podcast on every app from the Google Play Store, and we are waiting approval from iTunes because we sent that one in too, and so all of our Apple users will be able to find us hopefully soon. They said it could take like 2 weeks. I
like how I just mouthed iTunes to Julie like a question, but then realized we're on camera, so
now it's tricking your whole head because someone is actually watching us this time. I think it's more fun because like when we get animated, and like when Dooley uses his hands as gestures and things like that, like you
can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, like if you go to YouTube, we'll have this posted up there hopefully today. All right, so to get started with the podcast, that's the little things that Alex didn't know about. Today we are going to do on Team Fatkin on Facebook and Instagram, we are tackling the all-time French fry. All right, so what we've decided to do, we went to, right? Because everyone has a different way to produce French fries. Like there's some people who double fry them. There's some people who just go straight to the fryer. There's some people who steam them off first. There's some people who soak them, then fry them. So we've got a crap ton of fries that are hand cut because we don't have like one of those cool French fry cutters. So I did it the old school way, and I was like, could you imagine if you had to, I was talking to the producer, and I was like, could you imagine if you had to do this for every order of fries?
Oh, no.
No,
you're going to do like 60 pounds of fries a day?
No. I was like,
to do it.
Yeah, somebody used to do it. I was like, you remember how much did French fries cost? Like, this sucks. So I cut roughly, I'd say like right around 5 pounds of potatoes. They're soaking right now because I have one potato that I didn't cut because I didn't want to soak it. It's just going to be like, we're going to cut it.
Fresh cut
straight into the fryer. And I figure we'll take that and we'll drop that in the fryer, half of it, and then the other half we'll double fry so that we have a comparison. That's our control.
Okay.
Our control French fry.
So what about seasoning? SP?
That's a whole
I think for this, what we're doing right now, it's just going to be salt. Salt's the only thing we're going to use on it because we're going to steam some, then we're going to steam and fry, and then we're going to steam and double fry, and then we're going to double fry and like soak double fried. Like I have a master plan, but back to cutting potatoes, like they don't look fantastic. They're not exactly
You gotta have some silly fries in there.
I tried. I really tried. And
should have found a spiral line.
Like some of them get a little fat on the end, like a steak fry. So it's kind of cool because
handcuff fries. I mean,
but holy crap! Could you imagine, producer, like an awful fry, and you had to cut every fry by hand, and that pile of fries that goes on the plate, and it's like bacon, cheese, and all that good stuff, and then you just cut like 3 potatoes, and there's 5 orders.
Takes 2 hours.
Yeah, all of a sudden, French fries got real damn expensive.
Very
So that's that, and that's what's happening today. So on the subject of topics, I'm gonna
Subject of topics. I like that. On the topic of topics.
on the topic of topics. On the topic of topics, I'm gonna bring something back to Alex. I hope that didn't just turn off.
Nope. Still going.
Okay, cool. Because all my notes are on the phone, and my phone's controlling the camera, so let's see how this works out. Probably should have wrote this down.
Cut feet.
All right. Anyway, so all right, what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I got to go to my notes fast because this is something that I think Alex has a good idea.
I know how many notes are on your phone. I have no idea.
Okay, so like real fast. All right, so this kind of goes back to I think like maybe last podcast, maybe 2 ago. The question that I'm throwing out here right now, and I'm going to start with Alex because this seems like it's up his alley. All right, do you feel the term fine dining is outdated in today's evolving restaurant landscape?
Ooh.
And
Oh, there's a two-parter.
yeah, this is a 2-parter. And what term would you use if not fine dining to refer to fine dining? Does that make sense? Did I word that right?
I get where you're going.
Like, is fine dining a term that's just done? Or, and like, what would you consider fine dining nowadays? Alex, go! No, nothing like putting them on the spot, right? This is what I do all the time, guys, and they don't, like, you never get to really see it in the podcast. I really pull out my phone and ask them a question that came to me somewhere throughout the week.
I don't think the term fine dining is dated. I don't think that there are a lot of fine dining establishments that are properly used. How about that?
Elaborate.
I gladly will elaborate.
All right, so you don't feel that there are a lot of fine dining establishments
That are properly used. I
And
think
going
that-
back to like the French place you went to when we were talking about that in the other podcast where you got like 3 entrees.
Yes.
So, like going there, that's a fine dining establishment.
It is a fine dining establishment.
Now, would you consider Ruth's Chris a fine dining establishment?
Oh.
All right, that's good, huh?
I would go with a yes. It is a fine dining establishment.
Ruth's
For
Chris,
our
Ruth's Chris
area.
or the place that you went. I don't want to drop everybody's name, but Ruth's Chris is like a national chain.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's fair. They're a high-end steakhouse for sure. And for our area, I would say that's a fine dining establishment. Like if we were, my idea when I think of fine dining though is like I want somebody who's got like a Michelin star. Like that to me is like fine dining. When you get into like Michelin stars and like you're talking a lot of money for a dinner. Like you can't. I almost want someone to like deny me at the door for walking in a t-shirt. Like, sorry, you can't dine here.
Oh,
What
what?
about
So what you're
Down
saying
the beach.
is no name dropping, please, sir. And
Hey,
is my money
It's
not
natural.
as good as your money because I'm not wearing a suit?
But
and
see,
tie?
that's why I feel like I say fine dining establishments are not utilized correctly. Like, if you go to a fine dining establishment, I feel like you should be dressed finely. Like, you need to dress up to go to a fine dining establishment. You shouldn't just walk into a fine dining establishment in t-shirt and jeans, which I've done. Don't get me wrong.
They should also have it like labeled somewhere too.
Well,
Oh,
We will
usually
not
it
serve
is
you-
posted.
we will
If-
not serve
if-
you if you're not
Correct
in suit and tie.
attire
Right, yeah.
required.
You know,
like you at least have to be in like a button-up or a polo.
You got the
Something
they'll give
respectable.
you a tie out of the closet, like here, put this on.
Right, like golf attire at least, you know, like
We got backups.
if you're gonna come in like plaid pants and a polo, like it's acceptable, but we prefer you have more. But that's the thing about getting to the fine dining establishment. like,
Okay, I get what you're saying, but money's money, and at the end of the day, if you had a fine dining establishment and somebody came in, gonna throw down some hard-earned cash, or maybe it wasn't hard-earned, whatever, they're just throwing down cash, and like, would you turn them away?
If I was in this area, no. But again, that goes
Not
back to like,
anywhere. No.
I
Money.
I would say there are
Food-
levels
food,
of
man.
fine dining. Yeah, good food is food. However, like there are levels of fine dining. If I opened like a truly fine dining establishment, yeah, I do think it would be like posted on the door and posted on the website. Like, if you come to eat here, like, you will be turned away if you're not in fine dining attire. Like,
By the way, okay, well, this is probably from my.
What if he's just a
But-
traveler and he doesn't have that?
Like these are like the
Clothing.
they
That
can't see
sucks.
them.
Up over your shoulder, Alex.
I mean-
Those are the quote unquote fine dining establishments. And see what he's got highlighted right there. He's got Ruth's Chris highlighted.
What's above that?
Longhorn.
Yeah.
Really? That's what happened when you typed in fine dining in my area.
Fine dining near me.
but
Longhorn
see,
was
that's
first
kind of
one.
my point. Like,
Ruth's Chris.
I feel like fine dining is being used as a
Yeah.
loose term here.
What's
Like,
the one?
All right, I'll-
And then by the way,
All right.
the camera's not catching this.
I know, but I was looking like they can see me pointing at your screen though. I agree with the no under.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been there.
Which
like,
is definitely fine.
that- Super fine dining.
but you're talking like $15, $20 apps, $50 entrees,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and again, they
I mean,
will
maybe not. Like you can get in there and
for
like
like 30.
no, I mean like you and like I mean yeah, you're gonna spend $100 each. Like well,
If you're drinking.
you're looking at spending at least $50 in food.
All right, has any of us been to this one?
Yes.
What does it
Yeah,
say?
that's-
On here it just says.
Well, that's exactly what you were.
Okay, so that's what I was talking about. 'Cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
I didn't know
with
it
my
was.
buddies.
I didn't know it was kind of cut off, but
That place is pretty fancy.
But
I
again,
think,
like
I think it's a 5-star. Right?
Again though, like all right,
4.7.
national chain talking, Longhorn Steakhouse to me is not a fine dining establishment.
hell no, you can go in
Like,
there
you
in
are a
shorts.
casual.
We can go in there dressed just like this.
Yeah.
And
Team Fat Kid and Damn It Dooley t-shirts are totally acceptable.
Yeah.
Shit,
You
I
know-
think Texas Roadhouse is better than Longhorn.
right.
Anyway, I still
Is
feel like
Outback better?
fine dining is just used too loosely. Like that to me is not what just because you serve steaks you consider yourself fine dining. Like that's not
Going
What
to
I
fine
think-
dining.
Every restaurant in this area has a steak on the menu.
right. And I think most restaurants in our area are going to be like family casual or it's not fast food but it's casual. Like you can walk in and anything. When I think of a fine dining establishment, I really want somebody to be like, aha, yeah,
Like you
keep
have
pulling.
to have
Like, like your hat right now? No, Dooley, you got to turn that shit around. Like
No,
you
no, my shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Don't even get me started on the backwards hat because we work for a guy.
we won't name drop on that
I
one, but
remember that.
We work for a guy, and like if you walked into
that
this
was not a
establishment-
fine dining
No,
establishment. by
hell
the
no.
way.
And you had to turn your hat around when you came in the door. There was a sign. And even in the
I remember
kitchen, because everyone in the kitchen spun their hat backwards, because like if you try to read tickets on a rail,
Your brim gets in the way.
yeah. So everyone but there was a sign in the kitchen that said turn your hat around before you walked out the door. Like it hung over the door. Like I don't understand that.
Okay, and
If
that
you're gonna
instance,
allow hats,
in that instance, I don't either.
From what I heard, it was like gang affiliations.
oh come on, man.
I know. Like that's what from someone told me there. Like I was like, I was
I don't know if I've ever seen Dooley
Different-
wear his hat forward.
like I look retarded this way. Like I hate this one.
Actually, you look very
You look distinguished, sir.
But I
distinguished wasn't what I was going with. I was going hipster.
What, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see hipster.
Or
especially with the-
you walk because you have the flat bill, like so like it looks like you might work in like an auto shop, where like build custom motorcycles.
Chase, you thought on that?
I got a
I mean, I have a couple flat bills. Like I mean, but I don't wear them often.
I want to go back to the second part of that question.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you said, like,
Yeah,
what
if-
do I consider a fine dining establishment? And I have established.
What term would you use?
I don't know what term I would use, but there needs to be like a new classification. Like, fine. All right, we've already brought up Longhorn Steakhouse. That is not.
And the only reason why this question even came up is because like I was renewing a subscription for a magazine, and they asked me this question, and I was like, "This is a great
question.
because it was like, do you think the term is overused or old, outdated?" And
Overused, yes.
well, I mean, like, hold on, like I gotta reread it because I wrote it down specifically the way they worded it. Right.
Even
Do
if
you feel the term fine dining is outdated in today's evolving restaurant landscape? Like,
I think it's overused.
do you think it's outdated though? Is the
I
question.
don't think it's outdated, but
'Cause I answered yes.
I don't
maybe.
think fine dining will ever be outdated.
Well, the term fine
Yeah,
dining.
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like fine dining is loosely used. Like Michelin star, that's where it's like, okay, you're the real fucking.
Well, all right, so maybe that's a whole other thing though. Like, you could be a fine dining establishment and not have a Michelin star. Okay, there's only like
You can do
there's
a
only
fine-
like 500 Michelin stars in like the United States, and that might even be an exaggeration. But
You can make
I
a-
actually read that, and I don't remember.
I think it's like 384 or something. I don't remember, but there's not a lot. So
It's a huge deal though to get a Michelin.
it's a huge deal, and that is a fine dining establishment.
Yeah.
Maybe we should upgrade that term to it's a star dining establishment, or like what if you have, you know, a 5-star restaurant,
So what
but
you're
you're not a
saying-
Michelin star
Well,
restaurant?
yeah,
Like,
then you wouldn't have a star if you're not Michelin.
yeah,
Michelin is
agreed.
the only one that hands out the star.
Yes, but
You can get diamonds and you can get all that other crap. But Michelin is like the creme de creme.
Yeah, Michelin is top of the top. Like maybe that's a whole different experience, and maybe that's what I think of when I think fine dining. Like,
You know,
again,
the
maybe
Michelin
it should be
star,
star dining.
You know the Michelin star is from the tire company.
Yes.
Just so we clear that.
Which
That's
actually,
ironic,
just
right?
said that when I pulled up, like,
That I did not.
Ironic. No, that's
Oh, because they like back when like was it Route 66, like they created like a place to stop list, like for like it was Michelin, and like there was just like a little pamphlet when you were driving down Route 66, and that's Michelin produced the damn book, their tire company, like so when you're going down Route 66, and like there was just a list of places that you should check out.
Right.
And then it evolved into this Michelin star.
best of the best.
The
like,
best of the best. And that's why it's a Michelin
Which is
star.
funny because I can't see
I
too
love
many
how you
Michelin
know
like
that.
salesmen.
Because I love
Off the
both.
top of your head.
I love both cars and food. Come on.
I can't really see a Michelin salesman though affording
I do
a
not
Michelin
know.
star restaurant.
AAA has
Actually,
one.
I
AAA gives you diamonds.
actually, I did not know the Michelin tire company.
Came from yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because I thought it was just some dude named Michelin.
nope.
That'd be James Beard.
The James Beard.
That's a dude.
Yeah.
And I mean,
All right, so
James
what
Beard was
term-
a whole other thing. But
Chase, hit me too while you're there.
Can you hear me too?
Yeah, this is what really happens.
what term would I?
Yeah, what term would you use instead of fine dining? Like if you're gonna like in this area.
I mean, I really don't even know. Like, oh, that was nice synchronicity. I
like
See,
that.
synchronicity. I like that. I don't know if that's a word,
I
but.
said it all like fluidly.
But okay,
Yeah,
before we like change the topic or something like that.
We're not changing the topic because that's
we still have quite a bit to go on now.
Okay. Well,
you still get your input.
This whole thing right here, top 10 best Michelin star restaurants in Virginia Beach.
Oh crap!
Watch this.
This is gonna be garbage.
Watch this.
Oh crap.
There isn't one. I know
So
that.
just wait for it.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't even know if there's one in Hampton Roads. Like, if there is, then we need to make a trip. Like,
Oh shit! A second ago, it said our dog.
okay, so
Sorry, we got freedom flying right here.
I don't think they have a Michelin.
It said literally like I pulled it up a second ago. It said our dog.
I don't think they do.
It said our dog ate this webpage.
Oh.
So it's basically like there's no Michelin.
Right.
It's like-
I would say the one that's up there right now, if there were one, that'd be the
That's
closest.
a good.
Yeah.
That'd be the closest. in
Good.
this
I mean,
area.
dude, just driving there. You're gonna
Oh,
go
dude, it
through
felt
a-
awesome.
Yeah,
right?
you have to go through a neighborhood. Like
do we,
you go
do we
down
want
a
to drop the
neighborhood.
name? Do we want to drop their name? Because I mean, it's a really good.
We are talking
that's
good
really
about them,
close,
so
too.
yeah, let's
I
drop
would
it
say
in.
yeah.
really
Steinhelber's.
Yeah, Steinhelber's restaurant, like they're like
Failure, right?
It's in the cut, dude. Like you drive through a neighborhood, and it's just in the back of a neighborhood. It's like it's a house.
Chase.
Rolling.
It
We
goes-
ain't
it goes
in
from,
the
like, a
basement.
two-lane-
That's cool.
It goes from like a 2-lane road.
We're in a private setting in the basement.
Oh yeah, like it goes
The
from like
basement had its own bar.
Oh shit.
it goes from a 2-lane road to a single
You
lane,
need
and
to go
then
there.
once you get all the way over there, it's just all fucking gravel road and just park somewhere,
Yeah.
and then you walk
The
up and you're like,
parking lot's gravel. It's the greatest thing ever. Then you walk inside this place, it looks like somebody's old house.
Oh shit.
And then you walk in, and it's just like,
Oh, like cavern style.
yeah,
No, it's
no,
like
no.
style.
it's like
Right.
old timey cottage.
But like we walked in, and like thank God we put on ties.
Oh fuck yeah!
Because when you walk
Dude, I
in, like it was like happy hour, like happening at the time, and like everyone in there was like a lawyer, a judge, like
they were
business attire.
yeah,
They-
like
they were
we
big
walked
boss
in and like I was like, holy crap, like I'm in the wrong place because this is not where I belong.
All right, a couple of podcasts ago, though, you talked about your friend who went to and I am going to say this, a fine dining establishment where when he got up to go smoke a cigar, they moved the table.
Yeah.
Not pulled
What?
your seat out. They moved the table.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
that is
Trying
a
to
fine dining
type in
establishment.
what that place was, just so like
What?
we can see what it
Like,
is.
yeah, no, like, I have to go to the bathroom. They don't move your chair, like, sir, let me put no, they move the table so that you can get up. Like, that is a fine dining establishment. When there's basically a guy standing behind you, just standing there, like, his whole job is just to wait until you clear a
All I
plate.
had to do is type in that.
Yeah, just reach right over.
Yeah, no, like, you just have, like, attendance.
It's like I want to go here, but I would feel so out of place in this establishment.
Dude,
like,
just the picture I saw for a second, like that shit
I mean,
was
I've seen it. I've
gorgeous,
seen
like-
it on TV. Like they did a whole show about it. Like my buddy went there. Like I was like, that's awesome. I was like, but I don't know if I wouldn't be comfortable there.
I'm kind of curious, like,
I probably wouldn't either.
I feel like if you
Especially seeing all the people around.
have, like, a chef's table, you know what I'm talking about? Or, like, you eat,
Oh, like yeah, we're sitting in the damn kitchen. They
you're
have
in
one.
the kitchen, yeah, like, I know. But, like, that, at that point, you're fine dining. Because you have to be dressed up. Like, you are watching the chef prepare food, like,
The producer and I went to a local place down at the oceanfront. We were invited there because we did a lot of work for somebody, and they said, "Oh, I want to take you guys out for a nice meal." And then we went to this place and we sat at the chef's table. It was weird because it was like a U shape, like it. Like
so all of you could basically see the kitchen.
like, we're
There's
not-
no one back
we're not-
towards.
Yeah, we're not in the kitchen, but
You're like
we're
right outside.
right there, like and it's an open kitchen, so like you can
Oh,
actually,
shit.
and like you get your
Julie.
amuse bouche, and like yeah. So yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, that one.
So yeah. Oh, the pants, by the way, is the whole theme throughout the whole entire place. Like he has a Dalmatian, and like so his pants. The Dalmatian is in the restaurant.
But see, that's another thing. Like, how many places actually use like French names for things? Like, if you have an amuse bouche on your menu, you're probably fine dining. But
it's not on the menu.
I'm just saying, like,
Because
if you
like
call,
it's just something the chef whipped up and brought to the table. Like he walked out to our table. Like it was cool getting to meet the dude. You know, I mean the place is pretty popular around here, and he brought it out to the table. He explained it to us, and it was like unfortunately the producer didn't get to try it because it was a quail egg sitting on top of a mushroom. Like and he had
not
stuffed
that
him
she's
up.
a big fan.
No, she wasn't eating. She had. I got two, so I was stoked.
My whole thing is, I want to go back to Longhorn Steakhouse since that one's already been thrown out there. Like, I want to know if they have chefs or kitchen managers.
From what I heard, because before became manager at X location,
Yeah.
one of the kitchen managers, chefs, whatever you want to call them, he was telling me about like the process to go in there, and like as I was telling him, I'm just a fucking line cook, I'm closing the grill. He's like, "Have you done everything then?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Okay, well, do more and talk to me later." Never talked to him again because he moved to Texas to be at.
I get that, but like my question is like, what do they call their staff?
I would assume like the managers are chefs because they have to go to Longhorn University. But no, I shit you not. Like it's kind of like the McDonald's thing. Like you go to Florida, which yeah. Oh no.
McDonald's is like a whole thing. Well, that's a
Oh
whole
dude, I
separate
shit you not. My friend.
I got a friend that's a manager at McDonald's. I don't think he ever.
Here's the thing: if you want to own a McDonald's, you literally have to go to like McDonald's school for like a year.
Yeah, like my best friend's dad worked at McDonald's. Actually, his mom and dad. They both worked at McDonald's and became owners of McDonald's, and they went to I forget where it is. I think it's Chicago or some shit like that. And
It's not really like a school, but they
They
put you like you go through the whole process.
yeah, like it's like McDonald's University or some shit like that, and you go there, learn everything possible. I know it sounds fucking retarded, but
Sounds so corny. Mickey D.
yeah, like some shit like that. But I mean, his dad got into stock with them, and he sold it for like he sold it before he actually got through with it, and this is while he was still in the university, and like he was in that 1%er, so he could start going and doing McDonald's things, which was like go to these major events and all sorts of stuff like that, get back access to stuff. And I was like, so what was his? So he was like, he had dinner with the owner of McDonald's.
Did they eat quarter pounders?
I know they went to like a Michelin star restaurant and everything like that, but I was like,
Ironic, isn't it?
yeah, right. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna do that joke.
Anyway.
I heard McDonald's in Japan is 5 stars. So.
All right, first off, like, sorry guys. My dad went to Hamburger U, and that's what McDonald's calls it. Like, he got
Hamburger
class,
University.
he got a class ring and everything. Like,
That's how you become Ronald McDonald.
like, so, yeah, right. So I'm gonna ask him. I know he still has it. I'm gonna ask him to send me a picture of it, and we'll post it up on our Instagram and everything, because it's actually a legit class ring. Like, Hamburger U is the thing. And, like, when you graduate, they give you a ring and everything. It's a big deal in McDonald's, man. Like,
Free to fly. I'm still looking at this place.
oh yeah, like it's. Do we want to even talk about this place?
Hello, cheese bread thing? Cheese balls?
I haven't been, so I don't.
I've never been, and I can only talk positive about it because everything that I've seen.
Like, how much you think that plate costs?
Probably $75.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah.
That's duck, and is it like, or it's either duck or black chicken? Turn around, Alex. Is that a black chicken?
No, that's dumb. That's dumb.
Skin was real dark. I mean,
Yeah.
they're marinating in something. That's definitely foie gras on the plate.
You want to look at another one, Dooley? I got one for you.
I mean, this is down. This I'd say down the street, but
What is?
this is between here and DC.
Goddamn. What is that flour made of? Like, is that white chocolate?
That's not a flower. First off,
That's a feather.
I had feather in my head there. I had feather in my head, but it just wasn't fucking flour.
Yeah, I would definitely say that feather is made of white chocolate.
All right, we're getting a little off topic.
Yeah.
So let's go back to it.
Sorry.
You said that you answered that the fine dining term is outdated.
Yes, I believe it.
So what would you use? Because I mean, as I said, I think maybe we need to do star dining, which is like a step above fine dining. But what would you use instead of fine dining?
Virginia, I would just say casual dining.
Well, in Virginia
that's
or
not
in
casual.
Hampton Roads, because let's face it, you get up into like Richmond and like
That doesn't
bigger cities. Like,
DC.
I would definitely say keep fine dining.
in the beach, in our local area.
There's a lot of nice establishments.
There is, but everything's damn near casual dining. Like you can walk in with
Well,
a decent T-shirt and a decent pair of pants.
What's that one place called?
You can't be walking.
are we gonna drop the name?
Because I just know we're all going to be positive about what we're talking about.
Sorry.
But Aberdale Farm or whatever the fuck it's called.
Aberdeen Barn.
Yeah, Aberdeen Barn. It was there. Like, it was there.
Close.
Aberdeen Barn. Yeah. Like,
I
you
mean,
didn't get either of those
Aberdeen
right?
Barn.
So just dropping names like that.
I mean, no. I mean, we were talking positive about them, so it's only
Well,
we're.
we still haven't even talked about the place that you were Googling. Anyway,
Chip chop.
but back to the point of the question is, I would say it's like an upscale dining experience. Like,
Okay, upscale.
True.
Now, upscale is a good way to put it because it's.
again, not every.
Well, what do you consider fine dining?
I never consider fine dining. I don't make that kind of money. But that Wendy's triple stack, though.
There he is, Dave Triple, please.
Fresh best.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Like, I never like going out. Like, I don't dress up.
I like to if I know, like, I go out with my parents a lot. They live locally, and we go to new restaurants all the time. And they've definitely picked me up with a plan. And, like, I get in the car, and I'm like, oh, shit.
I'm underdressed.
Yeah, like, I jump in the car in, like, a T-shirt. I'm like, yeah, we're going, like, around the corner to the, restaurant right there down the block. And I get in the car, and I'm like, oh, no, we're not. No, we're not.
We're going
like,
to some smoochy.
my mom's got on, like, a fur coat, and I'm like, oh, shit. Like,
Why
can they-
would
can I
they
go-
not tell you that
all
ahead
right.
of time?
Like, can I run back inside? Like, I'm in like a fat kid hoodie. Like, I don't think this is gonna work, guys.
Hey, if you walk in anywhere in a fat kid hoodie, they should be super excited because they know that you're about to eat. All right. Fat kid hoodie is a status symbol.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's a fat kid hoodie and like a t-shirt and like jeans, and like I hop in the car and like my dad's got on a button up, my mom's got on like a fur coat. I'm like, oh shit. Like where are we going?
They definitely told you.
I'm
that.
not ready, right? And even if that, like, they usually pick me up. So like, can I just run back inside real quick? Like, I'll just change my shirt if nothing else. Let me put on a polo because wherever we're going, I'm not dressed for this. I look like, granted, I look young. For those of you that are actually watching this instead of just listening, I look young, so I look like a 17-year-old going out with his parents, like, hey, thanks, guys, like.
Can I get chicken fingers and fries?
Oh, it's cool. Their son's wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, right? Like,
He doesn't know any better.
I feel like that's what it
Don't
looks
worry
like.
about it.
Like, because it's definitely happened. Like, you know, we go out and it's just like they're all dressed up, and I'm like, I was not prepared for this at all.
Information is key.
Yeah.
Where am I going? This is not
Alright.
acceptable. Got you.
Okay, all right, Julie, real fast. Like, if you weren't, hey, how do you feel about the fine dining term?
Like fine dining, I feel like it's used
Loosely.
loosely. I feel like it's used loosely because I mean, obviously, we just saw fucking Longhorn up there. Like, why not?
Is that your fine dining?
I also do want to know though, who labeled them as fine dining? Like, did they label themselves as fine dining, or is that like?
Or maybe.
How did they get those stars?
Or maybe it was just because they are.
Well, that was Yelp. So
Yeah,
Yelp stars aren't the same thing.
yeah,
Very true. Very true.
like maybe it's like they're
I knew that
classified
one.
as fine dining because they don't have like that just casual family. It's more like you're going there and you're spending at least $100. In fine dining in food,
Fine dining?
in food, not
You're pulling
alcohol.
my chair. You're wiping my mouth with a napkin. You're pouring my wine. You're cutting
Yeah,
my steak up for me.
I like where you're at. Like, yeah,
like, no,
That's
that-
fine dining.
That yeah, like
Well,
fine
maybe
dining.
not. Maybe
I'm
not
moving a
wiping
muscle.
your
I'm
mouth.
gonna sit in this seat. And you're gonna be-
There's a front waiter and a back waiter.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, like
that's
yeah.
fine dining to me.
Right.
Like when we went to Steinerberg,
Steinhills.
They did they did ghost
there
service,
were 2 back servers and 1 server.
which is ghost serving.
It's like
Like
when you
they,
finish something, like crumb scrapers, man. Like when they come up to your table with a crumb scraper and they scrape your crumbs in between courses, like that's fine dining. Like there's a
clear.
whole
The
system.
area in front of you is like clear, not like oh, let's take the plate away. Like, no, like we're going to make sure that like anything in front of you is now as immaculate.
Wait,
as
It's reset for your next meal.
Didn't-
Your next meal.
didn't
right.
one of the sales managers or something like that like
That's
spilled
cool.
something. Like didn't they like spill something and they came over there and like just cleaned everything up, like took a whole whole new table mat,
Yeah, that's
everything.
Here's
when you
a,
spill something in fine dining, they take your tablecloth away and like they redo your entire table.
here's a great way for me to think of fine
I
dining.
can't have a Merlot steak.
If
for
you
the
get
next person.
if you get one set of silverware, that is not fine dining.
Nope.
Yep. That's very true.
Like I don't
Like when they come out
Very
and drop new silverware for your next meal, like
either it's
even
already.
if like
I
us,
don't care if it's preset. If you have like 3 forks, that's like salad, appetizer, like
But
entree, like.
that's mainly for like a major dinner kind of deal too.
Well,
Well, yeah,
we're
That's any time.
Well,
like,
fine dining is-
fine dining, it's like a 3-hour.
I'm saying like
event,
a
but-
big like 6 to 7 people kind of dinner.
I don't
we
care
were
if
at-
it's
we were
one
at a
person.
table, I think we were
Like
close
1
to
or 2
20.
people, they're not going to have
We were like
Big-
25.
if it's
3
fine dining,
forks, 2
So just
spoons.
every
if it's
sales
fine
manager, every
Well,
actually just every fucking manager.
Yeah,
Some
so
places might.
like they
Possibility.
like
that's fine.
and us
Sure.
being as goofy as we
Have
are
a fucking
and
soup
not
spoon,
fine dining etiquette. Like even us screwing with them and they would still like if you use that fork again, they would bring you another one. Like the back server
Oh, yeah.
is like he's sitting there watching everything you do, and if like I use that fork to I don't know, like stir my tea and put it back down,
He brings you another.
he brings you
fork,
another. He comes off the wall.
like-
I do this kid that
It's
was
like he
doing
had
that-
a fork in his pocket, and he's like,
Which,
like
hold on, fine dining definitely not in his pocket, but still, like,
Well,
like,
yeah,
he
but
pulled
you-
it out of nowhere.
yeah.
Like,
It's like
this fork
some
just
dude from,
appeared.
grandma's
he's a
boy.
magician.
I do. I do.
How did you see me?
The kid that was, well, I say kid because he was like,
I have no idea.
Adios.
he looked like he was maybe 20. like main point, and he can't like.
That's why he's the back waiter, not the server.
But dude,
Our server was 6'4".
he was sitting like behind,
killing it.
like I'm facing that way, and he's like looking
On the
towards,
wall.
yeah.
Like,
And I see him, and he's like Hawkeyeing every single fucking person. Like he's like looking at everyone, and then Jason like used some to fucking grab some off the seafood charcuterie, and then
immediately.
dude, and, like he's looking around, just staring right at Jason. He's like, "Which fork is that?" I don't know. He's like, "Which fork they got?" Yeah. And like, dude, he went straight to this. He went straight to this little like cupboard bullshit, and just gave him one right away. Like took it right out of Jason's like fucking spot. Like right when Jason put it down, another one right there.
That fork is not suitable for your next bite. Your next bite. Like I was like, holy crap, dude! Like I'll use the same fork the entire meal. I'll use the same fork for salad, entree, second entree in Alex's case, and dessert.
I had 3, thank you. But
My third entree,
Silverware.
my McDonald's.
And I honestly feel like they do
So I
that
cut my
just
quarter pounder
so
with
you
the
have
next
the
fork.
flavor from everything.
Yeah, I'm
You're
calling
not
it salad
transferring
pork
flavors.
around here. It's a
Because
first.
I get that.
They also, as Night Homers, they gave us like between courses, it was like a little bit of like not like a fucking breadstick, but it was like these little fucking things of bread because bread's a palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser, yeah.
So like every single time they just
Oh, the
I'm
bowl of
saying-
lemon water.
Yeah.
Like the whole 9, dude. Like
Dude.
that place was crazy.
it was oh wait what they did something to your scotch. Didn't they?
That just sounds like
That is
creepy.
one place-
No. It was like,
It wasn't very nice.
like no, I saw like his Jason's facing this way, I'm facing that way, and I saw the dude over there making the cocktail. He had the glass like submerged in ice. I don't know if I ever told you that shit, but he had
That doesn't seem right.
No.
not submerged, but it was like
It's horrible from a
Yes.
scotch.
I don't know what maybe it wasn't.
I don't know.
Maybe
a lot of water in my
maybe it
scotch.
was not your drink. I don't know, but it was someone's drink. He had the shit like in
Here's
ice.
a frosted glass in 3 cubes. For
It
your
wasn't like
Johnny Walker.
fucking Sub-Zero.
Oh, that's
like,
another great
Wow.
I'm sorry, sir. There's something suspicious.
A great
going on.
topic, actually. Like, if you
Segue,
order
if you would.
a segue, yeah. If you order a scotch, especially a scotch, but let's say that you order a nice drink on the rocks. If someone doesn't say how many cubes, all right. If they have like the big ball cube, like
I need 3.
I'm just saying, if they have like the big ball or like the big block, like that's one thing.
You're
but
drinking like at least half the bottle.
if you're getting a nice scotch and somebody doesn't say like I don't even work at a fine dining establishment, and I ask people that. They come in and they're like, can I get like, this scotch? And we're not gonna name drop, but like I'll still be like, how many cubes? Because I'm particular. Like I want 3 cubes, but I also specify it when I order because I know what I want.
That's how I order scotch.
But like there's a lot of people that don't think about it because they're not in the industry. They just expect you're not going to fill the glass with rocks. You know what I mean? Like,
Me, I'm more like
I'm a 2 to 3.
I'm a 1 or
Depending
2.
on which level of scotch we're on.
So we all know how I drink, so like, I'm gonna enjoy it, but
You should never
It
drink
also
scotch.
depends on how
I've done it
smoky
like
flavor.
If Dwight's drinking
The higher
scotch, we're
smoke
going
flavor.
broke. I'm sorry, Chase. I was talking about Dwight drinking scotch today. So,
Same, more smoky flavor. I go less
the
peat.
peat.
Yeah, more peat.
We fancy scotch drinkers around here.
Yes. Forgot about that.
Boy, yo.
we do love some scotch, right?
The peat.
All right, Chase. Like, do you feel that the fine dining is over?
I want to agree with Billy on it being loosely played out. I mean, it's not like
Okay, so like if you were gonna,
overplayed, and I don't think it
if
would
you
ever
were
go
taking
extinct.
if you were taking a date
But-
out, and you're gonna take her to a nice place, would you say I'm taking fine dining? Like,
No, I'm just gonna. I would.
I would never tell anyone that.
I would-
I'm like,
I would-
let's go fine dining
No.
tonight.
Yeah, that's fucking
shit. That's only if we got a lot of fucking money. We're
I
talking
don't
a lot.
even care if
I
we
would-
had a lot of money. I would never
just
say that.
I would just say we're gonna go out somewhere really nice. Put on something
Nice.
nuts.
Well, actually,
What's
Put
the
on a decent dress or
LBD? Is that right?
like
Chase,
the
let's
little
go on to
black
what I
dress,
just pulled
is
up.
that-
Like
formal. I mean,
Casual,
put on
business
something
casual,
formal. Like,
casual,
that
elegant.
works.
I don't want to go eat in a suit.
Well,
Like, I just don't want to, man. And, like, first of all,
formal could be a button up and khakis too. Not even khakis.
I don't want to eat.
Like this could be formal.
I Shirt
Just
wise.
minus the Nikes.
No,
Minus
if you're
the
playing
Nikes.
golf, you're
That's
good.
golf attire.
Yeah, actually, like when he walked in, I was like, "You look like you want to go play some golf."
I'm down to get some.
He definitely looked like he came from golf today.
Nah, I just got work.
That's my whole thing though. Like if you walk into a place and you're not even in golf attire, I
Got to turn the winches on.
I really do. I want someone to turn me away one time and just be like, yeah, no, you
And
can't.
then you go straight to your car. You
Yeah, exactly. Like, I got my polo. I
That's focused out of control.
I just wanted you to.
I don't-
Chase.
I feel like you could probably walk
Really?
into most restaurants
Okay,
around here in sweatpants. Like they don't
There's 2 more minutes.
they don't care. Well, I'm sure there's more Millers
Well, I know I'm saying here.
in here. I just feel like they don't care, and it's fine because, like you said, money's money. But
At the same time, you want to hold up your.
All right.
You want to hold up your.
I feel like we've beaten this horse.
probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so
Next topic.
as a unanimous decision, how would you ever say you're going out to fine dining? Would you ever tell your date, "Hey, we're going fine dining"?
I would for special occasions.
You would say, "Hey,
I'm not gonna tell them. Hey,
little
we're gonna
street
go
loaves, we're going out fine
I
dining
just lay it
tonight."
out for him like, hey, this is a fine dining establishment. You need to look very nice. Elegant,
I would use.
have proper etiquette and shit like this. And, I don't know.
Proper.
You know?
Elbows on the table.
I would use like as what I'm trying
That's
to
just
like
proper etiquette.
casual,
Yeah.
It's like,
simple,
give me a
casual,
fucking
casual,
bottle of
elegant.
wine.
Like if I say, hey,
Sorry,
like
what'd you
dress
say,
formal. If I say like, hey,
I'm
dress
gonna
formal,
please
like
you, what?
we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
If I just go, hey, just business casual, just
You gotta tell a chick to wear business casual.
saying motherfucker like.
Hey, man, second
I mean, you could at least just be like, hey, dress up. We're going out. We're going somewhere nice.
Yeah, we're going
You
somewhere
don't
nice.
have to say like we're going fine dining. We're going somewhere nice. Dress up a little.
Put on your best dress, stuff like that. Like
Some nice earrings.
Bitch comes out in wedding dress. Anyway.
I'll be like,
I'm out.
You better pull that shit the fuck
If I see you in a white dress, I'm dipping.
out.
It could be a
Yeah, I
nice
was gonna
white
say,
dress.
unless it's a summer dress, man.
Yeah,
Not a lot of people go out to eat in a white dress.
Yeah.
and that's when you take her to Italian and see what. Because I don't care if it'll never fail. Like if I'm wearing a white shirt, we're having a time. I'm like, damn it. And,
Sauce
like,
everywhere.
and this is not coming home clean. This is done. Like I'm never wearing this shirt again.
You
Like,
think you like me? You better rethink that.
this
Wear
is
white
happening.
tonight.
Yep.
All right. So what's our next topic of discussion?
Okay, so I was trying to figure out a way to segue away from this, but it's kind of.
Sorry for interrupting, but by the way, that would have been one podcast by now. We're at 42 minutes. So we would have just been like, all right,
We
well,
literally.
that was it.
Oh, shit.
Talking about fine dining.
We're allowed to keep going. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
we have another
alright.
217 minutes if you want.
I can hear you because the microphone is closer to you than it is us. Alright, so, alright, and you can chime in because they can hear you on that podcast. On the,
Video cast?
yeah, video,
Of the podcast?
video podcast, however
Video
this
feed of
works.
the podcast?
Alright, so, I'm a huge fan of crab meat.
Ooh. I just seen a weird post on Facebook. I don't know how I felt about it.
Well,
You know,
we'll
it
come
had
back
do
to
with
that.
crab meat.
Okay, we'll come back to that. But I think blue crabs is entirely too much work for what you're getting. But then I watch people
Chase, you know where it came from?
destroy blue crabs. I'm like, they got their
You sure?
mallet, they got their little apron on. Like, I'm not doing that.
All right. I feel like
I mean,
if it's like a cookout thing, I'm down for blue crabs because it's like,
Yeah, you're eating outside.
yeah, like you're
Like,
hanging out with friends.
you're
You're,
gonna have
you're
to
there
eat
to
6 of them.
socialize more than you are to
So
eat.
you're gonna hand me at least 6 of them.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah. On that topic, how do you feel about the term she crab soup?
does it have?
is it
Roe
sheep
in
crab?
it?
Exactly. Like, I'm so tired of hearing she crab soup
Is
that
it?
doesn't have crab roe.
I was about to say, is it sheep crab because it's a female and it has the roe in
Yes,
Well, the whole thing is like there's crab roe in your soup. That's what makes it sheep crab.
it? Okay, see that.
In this
Exactly
area,
what I was
they
asking.
drop sheep crab on everything, and like
and it's not.
it's not sheep crab. It's a crab soup or maybe
Yeah, it's like
bis-
this canned crab chunk with fucking crabness.
Yeah, I mean, like, and
Again, overused term. Very overused term.
Oh shit! What the hell does that say? Just read it. Like, leave his name off. Just read that, like, please.
Okay. I'm not gonna say his name, but this first thing popped up on my Facebook. Fuck the world.
I've seen
I'm done
that
with
earlier.
liars, phonies, and people who say they care. When I say no one does, I mean it. No one cares, and it's proven. Don't text and call and say you do. Won't someone actually show for once? Fuck it. I'm done with it all.
All I can say is
What?
that fucking
What
great.
does that have to do with crab?
No, I'm trying to look up Chase's shit so I can find this post, but that's the first thing that popped up on my feed.
Yeah, that's probably like a day ago at this point.
I thought
Oh,
it was like
19
2 or
hours,
3.
I hope
Yeah.
he's okay. Let's continue on.
Yeah.
I hope he's a
I wish I could delete both of them. Damn, I got 4 profiles.
Yeah,
Damn,
I'll
Chase.
teach you. I'll teach you that later.
I can't log into any of those.
I'll just. Yeah, I know.
All right.
They still pop up in my feed.
How do you feel about soft
Suggested
shell
friends.
crabs?
I am not a fan.
Not a fan.
I am not. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, okay,
I think a soft shell crab sandwich is actually really good.
okay. Now, I'm not saying it's something that I can't eat. Like, I will eat it. It's not like if there was a burger and a, like, I like to give you like 2 things. Like, if there was a burger and a soft shell crab sandwich sitting next to each other, I'm burger 100% of the time.
Hey, man.
We are big meat lovers.
Crab is meat.
Yeah, but we're talking red meat.
But they don't have any feelings.
Crab is red white.
Peter. So no, I don't know, man. There's just something like something about a soft shell crab sandwich I'm not into. I mean, I like the way I think they look awesome, like the legs hanging off the side of the bun. I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
I will
can't
eat
put-
it, but it's not like I'm not ordering it.
I don't like
How about the preparation?
I mean, it's
Cut your face off.
It's not.
I'm not
well,
down for the show.
like, yeah, down the middle, like, and then batter fried. Like, I mean, yeah, like, I mean, that
Love
doesn't
crab
bother me.
cakes.
That doesn't bother me.
crab cakes off.
Right.
Actual crab cakes on the shelf.
Are you talking about like preparing a crab cake and then putting it back in the shell for
Like a stuffed
presentation?
crab?
Yes.
Stuffed crab.
Yeah.
That's,
Different than a crab cake.
It's still.
I mean, it's close enough.
There are places that call
Usually there's way less
There-
meat in a stuffed crab.
There are places that call it stuffed crab, but it's a stuffed crab cake.
Yeah, I brought up crab and butter last week.
I mean, I've been to places where, like, I got a crab martini and basically they opened up a can, lump crab meat in it,
That's
and
hot.
put it in a martini glass. And
Good Chase.
I mean, it's good, but like,
Am I close?
I wanted way more. I wanted way more than
I'll
that.
probably
Like,
get
if you're
shared,
gonna
bro.
call it a crab martini, like, I want something more. Yeah, dude, he didn't.
Oh, no.
I said I might.
He said he might have. Yeah.
but
That's what I checked.
it's alright.
I'm just saying. Like,
Anyway.
no, I mean,
It's fried.
I like crab. I'm just not into the soft shell crab. I think it's awesome.
So how would you feel about deep fried crab meat?
I have no issue with deep frying any meat.
I mean, I
Do
don't
you know
either.
who I am?
I don't either. But like, I feel like for crab, it would just
Deep fried crab
it would
cakes
just
are
be-
delicious.
Crab cakes.
I prefer them
I'm talking
fancier.
about like literally just pulling it right out the leg, like having a solid chunk about 3 inches long and deep frying. Like
See, now that
that's-
sounds like overhandling to me.
That's
You
what I'm
don't
saying.
overhandle
That's
your
what I'm
meat.
saying. I feel like it would just be a little. It'd just be off. It'd be off. Like you can deep fry shrimp all fucking day long.
I mean,
Deep fried crab, I feel like you like the delicacy of the meat. It would just.
Again,
it would
that's
give-
why, like,
you'd have to flash fry it like super fucking quick.
because it's probably already cooked. when
It's
you
already
cook it.
steamed by the time you get out of the crab leg.
So, like,
that is true.
and-
that is true.
And like all crab meat coming out of a can is already cooked. It's already pasteurized. It's already done. Like you can eat it straight out of the can, just like a can of tuna.
Okay.
Like,
He's
it's
definitely talking more about like
All right.
crab legs.
Yeah, but there's still-
let's say like taking a fresh crab.
I've never
then
tried
rip it
to.
off a-
I've never tried to
rip it
take
off
the
a
meat
leg.
out of a leg that was
And then,
raw. I mean,
Fry it
now
that
I
way.
want to.
and fry it
Like
that way.
now I want to try
Yeah,
it.
That's what I'm
Like
saying. Like it's kind of intriguing, but I don't know how like
duly noted.
I really feel about it.
We're gonna
'Cause I
feel
love, I
some.
love deep fried
some meat.
food.
I feel like it would have to be like really fresh oil though, because crab is a
Yeah, super.
sensitive flavor. I guess. you
I
would
mean,
say,
come on,
right?
man. Like how many times like
It's
you've
delicate.
been cooking French fries and
Delicate.
throwing a crab cake right in there next to
A
them.
crab cake though, that has like usually seasonings added.
Plus it's a mixture of other ingredient.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, if you took like a crab leg and dropped it
So-
into a fryer that was cooking chicken all day, I
don't think it would matter. But where are you at with the preparation of a crab cake? Because to me, like a crab cake is best pan fried or like on a flat top. Like deep fried is okay, it's good. But my personal preparation method would be
fancier.
all day.
Fancier all day. Like, no doubt.
Throw it on the flat top, a little bit of butter, I'm good. Like flip it one time. Like
Broiled's not bad. Fried is probably my last choice.
I mean I don't
Flip it one time each side, 2 seconds. That's
Where are you
good.
at, producer, on the
2 seconds.
A little bit of water, hot bowl.
on the crab cake? Fancier?
Fancier. I
I
mean,
think we're all in the same
The
draft.
blackened?
I don't mind fried, but
Blackened? I'm not a fan.
definitely fancier would be.
I could live without blackened on a crab cake.
Me,
Especially if it's going on a sandwich.
I'm
definitely fancier.
broiled.
Like,
Boil?
Yeah, I like broiled. Like, I mean,
Have you had a fancier?
I think a lot of it depends
I'm
on the
going
crab
with
cake
no
while
because
we're
it
at
took
it.
that long to think.
I'm saying no.
So,
I think a lot of it depends on the preparation of the crab cake though while we're at it. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
You get
yeah.
if you get a good,
Tasty crab and a good mixture together.
very very little binder. Let's go with that because I know you're not a huge binder fan there, Jason. Pan seared is still waiting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No shells.
I mean, I'll
And that's why I don't like the soft shell
one or two.
sandwich.
One or two.
One or two, a little chew, you know, a little crunch in there.
I like to hear that crack and then just keep on going.
Now it's stuck in your teeth like a popcorn kernel.
Nah. That or sunflower seeds. Whoa. Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this shit just keep going to town.
I remember
on
when
crab.
I shared this to Facebook. Maybe. Oh my gosh.
Just destroying it.
All right. Well, I think we're coming to the end of
We're
this.
wrapping this.
We're
one
coming to the
up.
end of this podcast.
And honestly, I have some great stuff for this next one, which will come out on Thursday. So you'll see this one today, and then the next one will come out on Thursday, because that's what we like to do. Keep it in suspense. But honestly, I'd like to say thank you to all of our non-sponsors.
As usual.
Work happened today, and we had someone lined up to come on the show. I'm trying to line that up for next week, so hopefully that'll work out well. It's Aid Another. It's a charity organization. They're awesome. They're doing great things, and we are hopefully can get them. We can all the stars will align, and we can get it to happen next week. Work happened this week. Our real jobs suck.
Yes,
man.
they
Yes,
do.
they do.
So we do this on our free time. So if we always appreciate you guys who support us and listen to this podcast, maybe watch the video. We do this for you. We do it because A, it's fun for us. Like really enjoy doing it. B, we want you to enjoy us doing it. If you have any ideas, just go ahead and shoot us an email at teamfatkid@teamfatkidnation.com. Hit us up on Facebook at Team Fat Kid. Hit us up on Instagram, Team Fat Kid Nation. Hit us up on Twitter at Team Fat Kid 1. Am I leaving anything out?
Also-
It's the FaceTube winner, people.
You're leaving out the podcast.
Oh, well,
Well, I mean,
What-
for
yeah, I
this,
don't-
They're
we
listening to
started
the
off
podcast.
with the
They know what it
for
is.
this,
But won't this be on YouTube?
yes.
Then be covered.
Where do we see? Where do they go to listen to the other podcasts if we're not going to do the video?
I think that's on
well,
YouTube.
hopefully our RSS feed went out and like they can listen to it anywhere.
Looks like
So we're-
somebody's got some homework.
That's unfortunate, Dooley. All right.
What the fuck are you talking about? Bitch, we have our RSS feed out on iTunes and on Google Play. If you have an Android and iPhone, you can download our stuff on the podcast app for iTunes. And when you go to Google
well,
Play,
iTunes is still like
yeah, you still got like a
we're
week left
still
on that.
pending.
So,
Good job, Dooley.
Still
also
Damn it, Dooley!
download the Spreaker app to listen to our podcast on the go.
Right now, because we're still waiting on Google and iTunes to figure that
Did you say
out.
speaker or
Spreaker.
Spreaker.
Just have to clarify that for the audience a little bit.
Yes, if you see it on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, you can just download the app and take it on the go.
Bam!
All right, guys, we'll be back on Thursday.